TinHiFi is looking for sales agents in the United States, so message Zoe at TinHiFi.com if you are interested. Okay, so when I asked to review the TinHiFi T2 DLC, they were kind enough to send me some other stuff too. Of the things they mentioned, they said a couple of gifts, and I'm assuming one of them was this bag. Well, not even assuming, just that's how it is. It's a pretty cool bag. I mean, it feels like I'm kind of being bribed, but I know they're not like that. I'll do whatever they ask of me as long as it's not impacting my review. Anyways, they send me this upgrade cable for the T2 DLC. It does not work with the variation since it is not 0.78mm 2-pin. What the hell? This part does not have the indent necessary to lock onto the variations or any other IEM that requires a 0.78mm 2-pin connection. This cable probably measures well. It has a lot of copper, but it does tangle kind of easily, and I'm not the biggest fan of non-2-core designs. Anyways, here's the Tin T2 DLC. This amazing driver, guys. It must sound so good, am I right? Yeah, we'll find out about that, won't we? Does the driver upgrade even matter, is the real question. And this is the cable that comes with it. Pretty standard stuff. I think I'll use the upgrade cable instead. I'm just gonna not use these. And we'll use the foam tips for my impressions, BRB. Alright, let's get these listening impressions started. One thing I wanted to test was the high frequency extension. Why is the dip starting so soon? It's like I'm getting the dip at 5 kilohertz, and then I don't think this IM is inserting that deeply for me. It's not that kind of design. There's a lot of treble information missing, but it comes back up at around 12 kilohertz, but this is not satisfactory tone generator performance. Okay, let us test with some music. I mean, the treble information just isn't there. It's missing. There's no air in the recording. It's not sharp at all just because there's no detail at all. It's very muddy sounding. These companies need to understand that they can't make good IEM with only one driver. Let me pull up the HBB graph of this 1 second. I hear this dip in the treble occurring earlier than this graph shows, but there's just too much information missing. At least to call this a hi-fi earphone. The mud isn't as bad as I expected, honestly. It sounds so cheap. I think there's definitely too much energy at 5 kilohertz. There's plasticiness to the sounds. Honestly, this earphone has a lot going for it. It has a solid amount of sub bass. It is slightly muddy, but it's not that bad, honestly. And up to the upper treble, it's pretty good. The main downside of this earphone is the non-existent air frequencies. The timbre is just wrong, but I think this is better than the harshness the T3 Plus had. Complete frequencies are just missing. It's a joke. Sibilance is a bit sharp. This is a lot better than the T1S I heard. The mud is nowhere near what that had. Honestly, I think I need to redo this ranking list. It doesn't really make that much sense to me looking at the 6 to 5, whatever. I'm just gonna make this a tier list at some point. Alright, let's switch to the variations. The variations has more clarity, but honestly, these don't sound drastically different. Wow, what a drop in clarity. So muddy. No treble energy, my god. It's only when you quick switch that you honestly notice how bad an IEM is. I didn't even listen to variations earlier today. What the fuck, man? So muddy and cheap sounding. This does not sound natural. God. I can't listen to this earphone anymore. It is too low quality. There is no treble extension whatsoever. What reason is there to buy a wired IEM if not for better sound quality? This earphone does not have it. Ugh, it's like I'm being drowned in mud. It's like, I actually feel like I'm drowning underwater listening to this earphone after listening to the variations first. The synths are so terrible. There's no definition. I am not pleased with this earphone. I don't know where to place this in my ranking list. This is one of the most conflicting IEMs I've heard. It's not extremely horrible, but it is without a doubt a failing grade IEM. This is not tolerable. I'm gonna drop this to a 4 out of 10. Does the DLC driver do anything? The answer is no. It's too harsh at 5 kHz. There's too much mud. Not enough treble extension. We'll see how it goes for the new version of the TinHiFi T4 they also sent me. But I do not recommend you buy the T2 DLC. I'd like to give a shout out to Gabby D, Fofo, Nell, Linuxternal, Nexus, Sasa, Wadiacre, Marshadow, Kunda, and Snevry. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you would like to support the realest audio reviewer on YouTube, consider donating through PayPal to Ghania1@gmail.com. Super chat donations in your comments, join the channel membership for $4.99 a month for a shout out at the end of each video, as well as a special role in the Discord server with text-to-speech permissions. Or join the channel membership in the ultra-active Discord server for manage emoji permissions, as well as a special red-colored role. YouTube takes a bigger cut of the $4.99 per month, so supporting through Discord helps the channel more. If you want me to review a product, specify the product in your donation. If you would like to talk to people about anything audio related and much more without the fear of getting banned for no reason, join the Apple House Sound Discord server linked in the description. As usual, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. Have a nice day.